Welcome to Gebhardt Intralogistics Group. My name is David Schneider. I'm responsible for the supply chain at Gebhardt. Gebhardt produces systems for automating intralogistics processes. Everything within a company that involves material flow and its automation is essentially our specialty.
My name is Tim Fearling and I am responsible for production planning and scheduling at Gebhardt. Gebhardt stands out for its high level of vertical integration. Material moves through various production steps such as laser cutting, sheet metal processing and machining. Components are then assembled and wired during final assembly.
Before implementing Asprova, we used the old approach, like many other companies, relying on Excel and the manager's experience. In other words, the manager decided what would be scheduled for production in the next 2 weeks. As a result, the schedule was not sequenced optimally, especially in production. Eventually, we simply could no longer manage with the old approach we had been using. Of course, we first looked at the options available from our ERP system, SAP, but we quickly reached the limits of what was possible, especially when it came to capacity-based planning and scheduling for multiple projects. So we realized we needed to look for a planning and scheduling tool that could model this kind of multi-project management in connection with our production processes. In the end, we chose Asprova because both the software and the company were a very good fit for Gebhardt, precisely because Asprova can model our customer requirements exactly as we need them. One key area where Asprova has really helped us is optimizing the lead times for individual customer projects. Through sequencing, our overall throughput has increased a lot. Ultimately, that means we get 3 times the output compared to before the implementation.
Thanks to Asprova, we synchronized our processes, reduced inventory, and linked the assembly to the in-house parts manufacturing. With SAP, each part is manufactured anonymously, goes to stock, and is assigned later. Asprova, however, creates that link right from the start. So when we produce a part, while it may still be an anonymous stock item in SAP, Asprova already knows which customer order it is needed for. Another important capability Asprova provides for us is the assembly group. It allows us to combine individual assembly orders into one collective lot. This makes assembly more efficient, because 5 identical units can be assembled faster than constantly switching between different units. With the skill matrix, Asprova ensures that complex units are assembled by employees with the required qualifications and schedules them accordingly. Asprova evaluates customer requests for delivery date changes and their impact. This shows us whether the requested change would be feasible or whether it would affect other projects.
What sets Asprova apart is the support they provide as a partner and the flexibility of the software itself. For me, these are 2 key characteristics. If those are your requirements, then I would say Asprova is the right partner. This isn't an off-the-shelf planning and scheduling product. Instead, we have a high degree of flexibility when it comes to adjusting parameters and rules. And that was one of the decisive factors in choosing Asprova.
Asprova makes planning and scheduling at Gebhardt faster, more transparent, and more reliable. That is why I can recommend Asprova to any company with complex manufacturing processes, both as a software solution and as a reliable partner.
I can recommend Asprova if you're looking for more than just a software vendor, a partner who works with you to solve complex challenges in production planning and scheduling.